Coeur D'Alene, Idaho is in the top 5% of the most expensive cities in the world. This picturesque city is tucked way up in the northwestern part of the United States and is surrounded by the gorgeous Lake Coeur D'Alene, floating golf course greens, and 6,000 square foot condos overlooking the lake and the mountain range, and multi-million-dollar homes as far as the eyes can see. And celebrities are moving here left and right. Kardashians, John Elway, Wayne Gretzky, Shaquille O'Neal, Matthew McConaughey, Lance Armstrong, George Clooney, and even Mark Wahlberg. We, on the other hand, live in an RV. 400 square feet, no dishwasher, and we travel with a poop tank underneath our feet 24/7. But today we're gonna show you how you can live in Coeur D'Alene for cheap. And that's by mooch docking in the driveway of Shaquille O'Neal's $21 million lakefront property. We'll be swimming in his pool, playing on his court, and even grabbing snacks out of his fridge. At least until he comes home. Okay, no, there's no way we're getting away with that. Unless you want to invite us over, Shaq. But we will show you a recommended place to stay for only 60 bucks a night. And it doesn't involve getting thrown in jail. This is Coeur D'Alene. It is expensive, but you can live here. It's time to let go and get going.
I think when we first hit the road, one of the things we spent the most amount of money on was food, because let's be honest, that's one of the perks of traveling full-time, is getting to try all the different foods across the country. And we still do, but I think we just try to prioritize like maybe our favorites instead of hitting up things that are more convenient. We do tend to pack our lunch. This cooler is collapsible, so it collapses down to like nothing when you're storing it. Anytime we can save on space, we're for that.
You're like, well, how does it keep stuff cool? Well, it does it with air. Turn this counterclockwise. About 3 good breaths will do it. And just screw it clockwise, and then when you tighten it down, you got a layer of air now that keeps this cool. One thing we do that I've seen a lot of families do on the road is each kid has their own bottle. And we lean toward, well, Marissa doesn't with hers, but I like having the clear bottles. They don't keep stuff as cold, but you can see how much has been drank. So we fill these up to the top usually at the beginning of the day, and then tell the kids, hey, you need to drink this. So if you're trying to take your coffee on the go, Marissa does not use this because she thinks it's not cute enough, but I've absolutely loved, this is Simple Modern, I think is the name of the company. It's sealed, it keeps it hot, and then you've got this little pop top lid. It doesn't pop like it used to, but you can one-hand this, you can lock it if you want to. I can like put this in the pocket of my shorts. How cool do I look with my coffee in my shorts?
I definitely make fun of Nathan for his cup, but we're out exploring and I'm like, hey, I want some coffee. Can I have a drink of your coffee? And he's like, get your own cup.
And this also, like, obviously it fits in a cup holder just fine because...
And you like it because when you're driving, you can one-hand it when you're like driving with
I just reach over,
yeah.
Pop it one hand. This is cute. And this definitely would not go in your pants.
Hey, we officially have a 4th grader. Look what we just finished. Our last lesson. You did it. I honestly never saw ourselves homeschooling. That just wasn't something that was on our radar until this lifestyle. And man, I can't believe the amount of experiences and hands-on learning. What's your favorite national park?
Yosemite.
Oh, why do you love Yosemite so much?
It has the best gift store.
The best gift store?
Plus, the place that they have there is pretty cool. They have a huge place with 2 different types of food restaurants. They have deli, pizza, salad.
Not the trails that have waterfalls and rainbows.
I still like the rainbows. It was cool.
But the national park swag and food, I love. So when we arrived here in Coeur D'Alene, I went to the local farmer's market. Obviously, we live in an RV. We try to save on space and stuff. But if I'm gonna buy a souvenir from an area that I love, what better way to do that than to support a local artist? I love pottery, and this is from a local named Bonnie, and she's an artist here. And so it's a way to buy souvenirs in an area that are local and authentic and support local artists. I also love farmers markets because you get to try out a lot of different food in one area. We were definitely trying lots of different things at the farmer's market. JJ got a waffle that was so yummy. And then it's just a great way to try all the unique foods too that are specific to the area. And a lot of times they have free activities for the kids. This farmer's market specifically taught the kids how to make smoothies, and they let them power them by riding a bicycle.
That's not a smoothie.
taught the kids about eating healthy, and then gave them a little token to go out and buy some fresh produce. And Hensley went and picked out some microgreens from a local farmer, and he taught her all about how he grows them and the importance of them. And don't forget, the biggest tip of checking out a farmer's market is you've got all these amazing locals in one area. You can ask them about hidden gems and local things to do in an area that you won't find on any blog or any Google search. Like, they're gonna tell you their favorite spots. And so it's kind of like a little secret hack. Definitely hit up a farmer's market because they're a lot packaged into one stop.
Rising, don't let the light in. I breathe in this feeling, don't need to fight it. Down on my street, follow my feet, feel the sun on my skin. Bells ringing.
So it might be out of our price range to own a boat in Coeur D'Alene, but one of my favorite things to do when we're exploring an area is get out on the water if they have a way to do that. It's much cheaper than owning a boat, but you can take cruises here. We paid $30 for an adult, $20 for Hensley. JJ was free. And we get history, scenic views, and just a really quick tour and lay of the land.
Do you, Hensley, would you live in some of these houses? Like, we probably couldn't even afford one night if one of these had like an Airbnb in their basement's closet. Like, amazing. It's amazing to even be seeing these places, much less like be in this area.
They're mansions.
They are mansions. They are super nice. Yeah, I want to say they said there's actually no roads on this other island where the longhouse is that Hensley likes, but the house that she likes has like a, I think, 3-mile heated driveway.
Whoa, look at that brown one.
Yeah, you like that brown one?
Yeah, the one up on the hill.
Oh, there, yeah.
Not the one way up there, the one in the middle.
I see it. The one in the middle with the huge windows?
Yes. I like that.
So this land you see over here at one time was given to people to come out here and to homestead, and now it's some of the most valuable property in Coeur D'Alene. So how do you get this RV spot? That's what I want to know. Who do we have to know? Look at that.
Talk about $1 million view. I think they got a view on both sides, I'm pretty sure. This is just like a little
yeah, that's like a
spit
little
that comes
marina.
out. Wow.
It's RV right here. How cool.
This one's like built up on a rock. Look at that, Hensley.
Wow.
Here, stare at it.
I thought it was vegan.
Wow, that's awesome. Look at that. Each of these condos is like 6,000 square feet. I said this is the most luxurious condo building in the Western Hemisphere.
So something really unique and extravagant to this area is the world famous Coeur D'Alene golf course. What makes it super unique is hole 14, and they have a floating green that you have to take a ferry out to. It's very unique. My dad tried to teach me golf in high school, and I was not great at it, not great at all. But I'm honestly reconsidering now when you can play with a floating green. How cool is that? I tried to look up how much it costs to golf around there, and I don't see any pricing on their website. So I guess if you have to ask, then it's not for you. So I guess it's not for me. So this is Tubbs Hill. You can hike all the way around that the downtown resort. You get incredible views, and that hike is free. You just go out, enjoy nature, check out cool scenery. And this is just a short 2-mile hike around the water to catch mountain views, and then you end up right back in the city where you started.
There it is, buddy. There it is.
So this is the Coeur D'Alene Resort, this building you see here, and you can get room service delivered to your boat from the resort.
So this is the world's longest floating dock, 3,300 feet. Only in Coeur D'Alene. Here, that kind of looked a little bit like Matthew Time. Yeah, that was definitely him. There's a boat for sale back there too, Marissa. We're saying put a price on it. They don't even put prices on stuff out here.
You have to ask.
Yeah, nothing has a price.
If you have to ask Nathan.
Yeah, so this is the entryway for the floating dock. Yeah, so the boats come through here and then dock.
You tired?
Oh my goodness.
Look at that boat.
Yeah, that's at least $10,000.
We could throw that out there. I don't know.
It's a rental. This is a rental, babe.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to rent it?
Yes. You're renting it.
I'm not renting that.
Yes, you are.
I don't.
Not happening. Can't believe they're renting that. I mean that. Yeah, I can see that as a rental, but man. Okay, so this is Tubbs Trail.
Sometimes they have really great hikes around these towns and these cities with great views. The city park owns this.
So one of the things to do to jump off cliffs out here. There's a lot of people cliff jumping. You jumping?
I brought you here for you to jump.
Nah.
You're usually the one that I get to jump in all the cold water. Where, let's see, Lake Tahoe. I wasn't filming. You didn't tell me you were going. You're already wet. What's one more time? Don't cannonball. Just jump. Cannonball. Or I tried to jump in at Pictured Rocks, and that did not go well. That was super cold. That might be enough for me.
Are you gonna go?
I can't go.
Oh, it changed my breath away.
I'm good. I'm good. That's good.
I don't know how you're gonna get out now.
Oh, it's so cold. Up in Michigan somewhere, right?
Yeah, somewhere in the UP.
In the UP? Yeah, cold.
I think it's Superior, wasn't it?
You're scoping out the highest spot? Look at you.
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right.
He did it!
That is cold.
Daddy jumped in, guys. Took all his clothes off. And you can see his underwear.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Did that sign say close?
Of course, you got the tried and true city park. This is really nice.
It is so nice.
So this water park area over here is just like a third of it. I think it's massive. There's so many kids out here.
I think we learned that really early on in our travels. It's like we have to do just as much for them as we do for ourselves. So we can still travel with kids. We can still do adventurous things, but we have to weigh out that, like, hey, they need something, then we can get something. And
Probably like the phrase that sticks in my mind if you're traveling with kids, and maybe this even works with a spouse. I've done this with Marissa with Ruby Tuesdays and some other stuff, but you dangle the carrot. Like always.
I do it with
like,
you too. I'm just saying.
You do with other things, but like
it works in a lot of different scenarios.
no, but really, if you got a reward of some sort or a really fun thing in mind for the kids or the spouse, like just sort of say, hey, we're gonna do this, but you gotta do this first. And it, by and large, with the kids, if they know there's a carrot or Skittles at the end of the rainbow or whatever, like they're good.
I think just finding a hobby, and you can use that hobby all throughout your travels. We've seen like tennis or pickleball is like really big in the community. And so just going to a park, hiking, biking, just all these things don't take a lot of money. I mean, we have our stand-up paddle boards and our foldable kayak that you can get out on the water. So there's that initial investment of owning that, and then there's so many opportunities as we traveled.
So if you want to stay in Coeur D'Alene for $65 a night instead of paying $24.5 million for a home, we highly recommend Ravenwood RV Resort. They have pull through and back end sites with picnic tables, full hookups, propane fill, swimming pool, dog park, basketball court, volleyball court, and transportation to and from Silverwood Theme Park from here if you want to. So if you enjoy seeing the way you can stay in these super expensive cities with the hack of living in an RV, we highly recommend checking out our 5-video playlist around Jackson, Wyoming. Jackson's another one of those cities I will never be able to afford living in, but in our RV, we'll show you how we stayed in Jackson with the same view multi-million-dollar homes had for free. Well, that's our video for this week. Until next week, we'll catch you guys later.